Hey everyone, Jeff, Data Geek here from IntelliHost, and today we're going to show you Eliane's property. We're going to analyze this one a little bit and show you how she can improve. I'm actually really excited to do this one today because Eliane has done a fantastic job of hosting her property. And what I think this will highlight is that even the best hosts can have some room for improvement. And so this is a 3-bedroom property in Quebec, Canada. Eliane has 5-star average with over 100 reviews. That's phenomenal. I don't know if I've ever seen that many reviews and an average of 5 stars. So hats off to you, Eliane. And what we're going to do is we're going to walk through her funnel metrics to identify where she can improve. Now, I say funnel metrics or her booking funnel metrics. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say that, refer back to our first video where we go over the funnel metrics and explain those in detail. So let's dive in. We're going to go to IntelliHost here, and the first thing we're going to do is open up her revenue. I like to just get a sense of where she's at in terms of like her pricing and her occupancy. Now she only has 7 days of history here. Once she has a little bit more history, we can get more information. However, generally it looks like this is a pretty seasonal area, very heavy on weekends. You can see Friday, Saturday was when her competition was booked. So red line is the competition. And she probably should have been booked this weekend. Generally, if you see that kind of a spike, she should have been booked here and didn't. Now, we all have those weekends. It happens. But let's identify how she can improve that and get a booking next time. So let's dive into her funnel metrics. The first metric being impressions. Now, we don't yet have a competitive metric for impressions, so we don't have a benchmark there. But what we can do is we can still see her trend. She looks like she is growing in impressions, so that's a good sign. She's getting over 100, 150 a day. Now she's like up in the 270 impressions per day, so that's a great trend and pretty strong. The next thing that we go down to is first page impressions. Now, first page impressions is a lot like rank. It's determined by Airbnb's algorithm, and you can see that Eliane is doing very, very well here. She has 566 first page impressions over the last 7 days compared to her competition's 135 impressions. Now, I always get this question, where's this data coming from? It's coming straight from your Airbnb login into your dashboard. So this is straight from the source, okay? Where's the competition coming from? That's coming straight from Airbnb as well. They have what's called similar listing data. We're collecting that for you, and unfortunately, Airbnb doesn't tell us where the similar listings or which properties they're using to determine similar listings, but it is coming straight from Airbnb, and you can see that Eliane is killing the competition here, over almost 5 times what the competition is doing in terms of appearing on first page. So that's not her issue, and she doesn't need to worry about rank. The next thing we go down to is clicks or click rate in this instance. Now, you can see that she is converting her first page impressions, or I should say 17% of the time, she's converting her first page impressions into clicks, where her competition is converting 34% of their first page impressions into clicks. So they're converting their first page impressions more efficiently than she is. So this is the step Eliane needs to focus on, because we always start with the top of the funnel and we work our way down. Because if you start from the bottom and work up, the bottom can only be as wide as the step above it. And so she's doing really good on the top, and then it's like her funnel is just getting smashed on step 3. So that's where we need to focus. And I always recommend people, if they're having a click rate problem, that they see their image on first page compared to their competition. So let's do that now. You can see if we start to scroll through a typical page and can kind of scroll through her competitors, notice which ones pop out the most, which ones are your eye automatically is drawn to, okay? You almost kind of miss Eliane's listing here because it's a little bit darker. It's got some very kind of neutral tones into it, not a lot of bright popping tones. And that's what we call the lizard brain. Now, we did not coin the term lizard brain. but I think it's a very helpful way to think about your cover image. The lizard brain is your natural instinct of where does your eye go, right? And this, I would say, unfortunately, is not where my eye is going. When I scroll down, my eye goes to like this kind of an image where you see bright colors, you see the gathering space, open, bright spaces are what tend to do best on cover images. We have done a little bit of testing on this, and we found that gathering spaces do quite well. Now that's also on larger properties. For guests that are looking for larger properties, you want to show gathering space. So I won't make that blanket statement for everything, but I would say that Eliane could probably improve her click rate by at least 5 or 6% at least if she improves this cover image. Okay, so that's number one, and I think that'll help a lot. So Eliane, go ahead and try that. Now, the beautiful thing here is once you do that, once you start testing your cover image, you can go into the change tracker within IntelliHost, and you can see the impact of that cover image on your click rate as it happens. So you won't have to wait for bookings and wonder if it actually made a difference, or if it's just a seasonal difference. But you'll see the impact on your click rate in real time, so that you can know if it's working and then make adjustments and continue to A/B test better cover images. So just to give you maybe a suggestion on cover image, again, this one is a really good one for cover because it's got your it's an open space, it's bright, and you've got a lot of those, and you've got some really great photography here, and I think it's good to highlight that. So that'll help your click rate. Now, nights booked, again, because you've only had 7 days, it's hard to get a good book rate here. Once you have, say, 20 to 30 days, you'll start to get a better, a more accurate book rate because you've got more days to calculate it from. But just in case you are having a problem with conversion rate, I did find another opportunity here. Your top 5 images are your most critical. And when I see this image, it seems kind of busy to me. It's beautiful. I like some of the lighting, but this doesn't tell me why I should book this property over another one. These top 5 photos are your opportunity to give guests a reason to book yours, and they should highlight amenities that are most compelling. So for those of you that are listening, if you have a pool, a hot tub, those are the things that you have to put in your top 5 because it will convince people to book. This is a beautiful picture, but it doesn't tell me why I should book this property over another one. It needs to draw me in, right? And I would highlight things that are reasons for people to book, okay? So I think that will help your conversion because once people are on this page, then it's all about convincing them to take the final step and book. You have amazing reviews. Your pricing is good. If you look on this first page and just kind of compare some of the pricing, you can see the all-out booking price. You're way lower than your competition, which is fantastic. I mean, you can't beat that. So there you have it, Eliane. I hope that helps. Start playing with your cover image and play with those top 5 photos. And I think your bottom of your funnel will improve dramatically. I'd love to do a follow-up video later and see how that change starts to impact your numbers and just see how it went. Hope that helped, and happy optimizing. We'll talk to you next time.